Hey kids, tonight's topic is my coming out story. It was interesting. I was going to boarding school at the time. it I think I was 16 when it came out, and it was years and years of getting called fag, and it happened shortly after this one guy that just really okay. So in boarding school, you live. I lived with 50 other guys in the house. There's 350 kids total. It was co-ed, thank God, and it was just its own weird little microcosm of fucking society. The teachers were, some of them were okay, some of them weren't. It's not the most conservative school, but it was still somewhat conservative, right? We had a uniform, we had to wake up and go to chapel and blah 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 blah. And this guy kept calling me fag, fucking fag. Like I started in grade 9, he gave me grade 10, and he was like fag, 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 fag. And one day I was just like, dude, like he called me fag, and I just lost my shit. I took my electric guitar and you know took a good fucking swing at him, and we went at it. And my housemaster came up, and this guy's like 6 foot, God knows what, huge hands, and boom, ripped us apart. Because you two settle down. And funny thing is, it came to a head because yeah, it was just awful. Like I just really didn't like the guy. I think he had issues with himself, of course. Maybe not in his homosexuality, but he definitely had issues. Okay, so I had to do this, and I did this, and I kept on. After that, I just kept on getting bugged. Like, oh, why do you have to take an electric guitar to him? I'm like, you can't win. So eventually, I just came out. I came out as bisexual, just because that's the term I knew back then. Like I like girls and boys, but everybody goes immediately you like guys, so you're just gay. I'm like, "Ugh." It's still like that with people. Like it's so stupid. Don't let someone else tell you your sexuality. It's whatever you want it to be. You don't have to explain crap. And I came out and as bisexual at school, and one of the teachers like, Derek, you don't really need to tell people. You like just keep it to yourself. And it was it was pretty funny. It was an interesting situation, and eventually it just sort of came out, and like it just and all the girls started asking, "Oh my God, does this lipstick look good on me? Does this? Oh my God, is my hair? And I was like, okay, I don't know if it works that way, but I'm gonna have fun with this. And I came out and I was like, oh girl, and it's super sassy and shit. And it was, I came out super femme at that time, right? Like a lot of guys do when they come out, they start off super femme. I don't know what, sometimes just goes boom. I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. So I did that. I started starting hanging out with the girls, and the guys kept on bugging me. So the girls are like, hey, no more like if you keep bugging them. So they kind of, for the most part, stopped bugging me, which is pretty good. And my best friend since grade 2 was there at the time. We've since had a falling out, which I wish didn't happen, but life life does things, right? And I came out, and my mom was visiting in Victoria, so for a while, and we went to my parents' place, and since my mom was there, my dad was somewhere else at the moment, and I came out like I needed my best friend to help me come out, right? And I told my mom, and she's like, "Oh, don't talk stupid. Don't worry about it. Don't talk stupid." It's like, "No, mom, I'm kind of serious." She goes, "Oh, don't talk about it. It's okay. It's okay." And it took a long time my for me to come out to my parents, to my dad. Eventually, I just had to do it. I came out to my grandma. My mom had no idea that I came out to my grandma. She goes, "Oh, you doesn't understand." I go, "No, my fucking grandma totally knew, right? She was the most awesome creature in the world. I love her and I miss her so dearly. Ich vermisse dich, Homie, wo immer du bist." And it was. I was hoping for more support. It's still to this day. It's like my parents think that my mom more so thinks that I'm not like people shouldn't know like in the family because they don't understand and they're conservative. Like I don't care. Like it's kind of painful that like they just can't accept. She goes, no, I accept you, but others don't. To me, that just means that you're just ashamed of things, right? So that's just something I unfortunately live with, and a lot of people. But at least they love me and they support me, so I can deal with that. They're old fashioned. My dad is super cool with things now, which is awesome. And it's like, I'm not going to give him a grandkid, at least not a biological one anytime soon. So I'm just going to be the best me I can for them. And I love that part. So I was lucky with that. But back at school, I had a really good friend in grade 12 that so in grade 12 we did a pageant. So the guys dressed up as did drag, and we raised money for the beer, for the grade 12's beer, right? Like we were supervised, but we still, by the parents. The parents all signed off and like, yeah, go ahead, let them have a little bit of beer, right? So we had a kegger, and only grade 12s, and the teachers were kind of somewhat supervising it loosely. We were allowed to get away with a few things, right? And we did. We had fun. It was great. Yeah, it was really good. And to raise money for that, we had to we did a drag show, and I came out beautiful black hair, and like just dolled up. I had a really short sequin dress on, and I was like, hello, my name's Davina Barker, I'm from Victoria, hello. And I did this song from an artist called Wakefield called Saturday Night. Pretty babe, whatever. I don't remember the song 100%, but that's the song I did, and it was it was pretty good. And I had pictures of people like stills, and people were just looking at like there's this one guy in the front row just going, it was so much fun. Just walking out in drag for the first time was in front of an entire school, like 350 people, including and staff on top of that. And it was absolutely spectacular. So the five cool guys did the Spice Girls because that was the rage back in 1997. And no, it was 96 at this point. No, it was 97. And they were they put a lot of work into it, but I of course put more work into it, and I was just better. And everybody's just like shocked. They're just like, okay, well, Davina Barker clearly wins, and they were so pissed off, the cool guys. It was so good. They're just like, just fucking catty about it. It was hilarious. So I got to be good at something. I got to be good at something before I left, and I luckily enough had a pretty good coming out. I've had moments where I've been called filthy AIDS fag in jail. I didn't turn around because Lord knows I probably would have fucking thumped the guy out. But I was in minimum at the time, and I didn't want to ruin that, and I didn't want to stay any longer than I had to. So you let things like that go. I had 6 guys corner me in the shower one time. You gotta get off the fucking range, you filthy fag. And I was like, they're like early 20s. I'm just like, oh my god, of course it's you guys, like you little fucking shits. I have no idea. You're gonna give us all the AIDS. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking squirt my AIDS all over you. Ooh. It was pretty fucking funny, and yeah, I've had my moments. I've had some very close calls. Nothing too bad. So my heart always goes out to people who get disowned by their family. My heart goes out to people who get beaten up, gay bashed. My heart goes out to all of us, all of us that are a little different. We really need to support each other because all this shit is just, come on, there's enough against us. We don't really need to hate each other. It's like, we've forgotten what it is like to be marginalized. We've become so integrated in certain parts that we've just become assholes. I don't have a lot to do with the queer community because of it. Because they're just so in on themselves. They forget things. They forget what it's like to have to fight for shit. Some people, and it's become very interesting. Plus we've become fucking boring. My God, the clubs used to be so much better, so much diverse. Like leather boys, queens, fucking dykes, fags, everything was kicking around on the same dance floor. I miss that. I haven't seen that in years. Anyways, kids, stay safe. Love you. That's my story.